What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Manchester United FIFA 23 Career Mode series. Leave a like on the video if you've been enjoying it. And we shall get straight into the fans center now for some of the comments from the previous episode. One of them being Rashford for Ronaldo and kind of referencing the previous comment in the episode before where we were mentioning the player of the month. Then it kind of clicked because Marcus Rashford was the player of the month in real life. But I didn't really consider that because there might be months where the player of the month is not from Manchester United. So you know what I mean? I initially thought if they were player of the month in our own career mode save. But yeah, either way, definitely. And yeah, we'll make that change now, especially, well, if we were focusing on some of our results so far, we probably don't want to talk about in real life the result. But also, part of me also wants to talk about it. It's like, well, you don't need to talk too much about it. I think the performance really kind of shows where United are in comparison to Man City, which also is just in comparison for a title challenger. So that kind of puts in line our expectations. But the good thing is you can see guys like Varane, and yeah, Varane, Martinez up to 82 now. Malacia, yeah, we need guys like at least that are Varane's level, like mid-80s. And that's where probably longer term Timber could be a replace. How old's Varane now? How old's Varane? He's 29. How long we keep Varane around? But for now, yeah, he's our best centre-back. But maybe as Martinez, it's very good. He's got that versatility with 3 different positions. And all positions we use, roles we use. And honestly, McTominay, you have to be realistic and play him sometimes, but what did we just touch on? What happens when you start him? Not to blame it all on him, but so we're just bringing back some, not realism exactly, but it's a similar word, realizing. We're realizing where Manchester United are. I mean, I kind of knew, but we got to put in line, what you're expecting, at least in the first season, as before we really improve the team also. So, yeah, I think that kind of sums it up and shows you where we need to improve. One thing I do like, you go over to the transfer hub and you can like view the offer from there. I just like how it's displayed as well. You can easily just click transfer hub, but yeah, to go back to that offer with Toney Martial, even though, funnily enough, he's only 26. Like, I felt like he's been around for so long. Even though he scored, like, he got some, he came on and he was a threat, showed to find the back of the net. And the exchange player, Calvin Bassey, not here. And we touched on, and I found it was fitting as well, Toney Martial for Ivan Toney. It just, I've been really liking Ivan Toney. He's a really good goal scorer. But Martial in the last couple years, even if he can score a goal or two, I think his body language is not there. Like just his body and facial expressions. And we'll talk about it more when we execute the deal. So, let's try and get this done. We'll keep in mind his value, 24 million. And, Calvin Bassey, not a target for us. So we'll negotiate this deal. So, we're not really remove exchange player. We're not considering it like that. Let's see. Part of me, like for this window, we don't need a kind of... Why am I... Okay, I'm not going higher than 26. I still want it to be reasonable, like the deal. But I'll go 26. I always like to get the value, especially where there's a system in place now, a feature that rates it. We don't... See, they say they don't want to see the deal fall through. So that's probably a little bit more they wanted to pay value-wise. So let's not... Let's see how the game rates it. With the ratings. One thing I'm intrigued by, the next generation. Who are they seen as? Okay, I'll show you who's the next generation and kind of the subject we'll talk about, or we were wanting to talk about. Squad. Youth Academy. I mean, we all know who it is. Easily the best overall and potential. And I'm actually going to do that now. I'm going to reject everyone, up to Bryn Reese. And leave the rest 3. Even though Adu might not be, but for the time being, he's got a maximum potential in the 90s, and that's going to be the consideration of leaving them there. So we'll do that. Yeah, Harry Stevens, we train him to striker. I mean, sure, he got centre mid and striker as positions now. You never know, but probably not. We'll probably just always use him as a striker. But he's going to be so fun to use. Do you think we sign him up? Like, promote him? Or just needs to be in the youth team a little bit more? I just think... Oh, he's like 5'5", so he's shorter as well. And because that kind of... It puts in why always when I see something like that or a player like that that's top tier, I see 5'5", and I think of like a Messi kind of build. I'm not saying he'll be as good as Messi, but he's got things in place to be like what 5-star, high potential, and yeah, attributes there very early on. So exciting. Then we look at Ray, and he's got the current like same potential, minimum of 76, maximum 94, left back. I don't like, yeah, South American, Uruguay. I don't know. There's something about him. Yeah, just keep him training up. And could he be a future left back? Maybe. And maybe I don't rule out scouting other countries in the future. But I think it will be cool or most fitting to maybe have 2 or 3 coming through the first team and not, yeah, so we'll get the balance like that where like the development plan, we'll have it balanced and not over the top. Because I know we want to see a lot of real players and real signings, but I feel if we're doing a proper career mode, part of career mode is always bringing through youth players. So yeah, as I said, we'll find a good balance of maybe 2 or 3 always in the first team squad, whether it be on, yeah, starting 11 or on the bench. Maybe after the next couple seasons, keep in mind, because they need to develop up. But also a couple more FC comments. First up from Anthony Marshall. I'm not sure if the name is connected to your name because Anthony Martial, or that's just a good coincidence. But g'day, mate. Identify De Gea's successor, bring him in and start training him up for the future. That's where I would want you guys to come in as well, opposed to me just trying to find a random goalkeeper. I don't even know who's on United's kind of radar, so definitely get some more comments in. Who's United's target for the future in terms of goalkeeper? I like that comment because there definitely needs to be a successor coming through. And then also from Gilbert, play Bellingham more and rotate Eriksen. You'll see that through our selections. I will start Bellingham, Jude Bellingham in some games because Eriksen, that's kind of the same boat. Eriksen will be slowly on the way out. I like Eriksen, very, very good on the ball though. And isn't that funny? Subbed Ronaldo, left stadium early. It wasn't because of that, but he was already on the bench against Man City in real life. There were some United fans leaving the stadium at half-time. That's tough. And, Axel has brought some interest, but we're leaving him. I want to see if he gets development. If he can manage to push towards the 80s in his overall, he's good enough to keep around for rotation. Especially that he's he's all right physically. So, yeah, we're rejecting offers for now. You can always let me know what you think of him as well, but I feel like you want to keep as many current United players around as possible. That's what I feel. But they need to provide some form of ability. As I already touched on the situation with the squad, and we should commit to that. Delo, playing in real life, maybe getting yellow cards like against City very early, which doesn't help. But no, he's been decent overall for the season. We don't like to focus on one result to judge the whole season. But yeah, for him, he was so good. He's going to be so much more efficient, especially within career mode for me. I could just feel not just his pace. You saw when that little move he did, it was like a header or top of his chest over one of the City players. That's against City, wasn't it, in the game we played? He was just, I feel, because he must have flair or something. Yeah, flair. Yeah, he's got a bit more quality to him. That doesn't mean I hate Dalot or I'm never going to use Dalot again, but it's just... yeah, going to provide better game. But that's just the way it is with a better quality player. Another one was part of it anyway to, rest Anthony or drop Anthony, but that it's really a tough one. But at the same time, maybe give Gakpo some more starts for him and those two can start to rotate. Or with Sancho as well. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, fitness levels and all that. So there might be rotations from left wing to right wing. with those 3 of those guys. In the training session, yep, we're going to come out of that fully charged Triple A's. But the transfer window is going to close in 10 hours. There's the pending move for Toney Martial. Let's see if we can execute a deadline day transfer ourselves. Ivan Toney, and see, they're both 26 as well. That's one thing maybe about Ivan Toney. I know he's not a youngster, but yeah, a current Premier League striker that, knows how to find the back of the net. He's not the long term. Like, he's not even going to be a main striker. He will get a go, that's for sure. And then also replacing Ronaldo long term. I don't know. Like, honestly, we talk about real life again. United probably need to do Ronaldo the favour and let him go. So that's kind of 2. Martial, who we're selling now, and then Ronaldo. And he's rapidly going down in his overall. I think he's already gone down -2. So, yeah, it's just getting someone who's currently solid. He's not amazing, best in the world or anything. And until a young striker develops and becomes that level himself, Ivan Toney is a good placeholder. We'll go in and just try and get an idea of knowing how good he is, an estimate fee, without, being smart about it, knowing that we wouldn't be overpaying. Let's see. So my estimate, he would be maybe just under 20 million, knowing I think he might be around like high 70s or 80. I don't think he'll be above 80, but maybe 80 max. But 78, 79. So I might put a fee of 17 mil up front. Yeah, we'll go in 17 mil. I'd say that's reasonable. I'm wondering. Not that it matters. How much more could have been, like, overpriced? I don't think so. I think that would have been an okay fee. I guess we'll see his value when we, sign him. If we get this contract correct. Let's get into the negotiation. Ten Hag, obviously Ivan Toney as well. He's got, like, the face scan. Looking very realistic, got a tattoo. Yeah, I think I'll have fun scoring some goals at him, that's for sure. So, I'll go... Ooh. I wonder what he thinks of rotation, because knowing his overall versus everyone else. There we go. At 26, what do you think about a 3-year till he's 29? I think that will be fitting. I think that will work pretty well. Yeah, that's what they wanted as well. And no release clause. And that wage, that's not a reach. As I said, secure someone where we'll still have a comfortable budget, where we might go for pre-contracts. If you know, solid pre-contracts, like first season in FIFA 23, that will be realistic, sure. Get up in the comments for those, but for now, we'll settle on this. I'll be interested to see how he's rated, not just overall. I think people can get very excited about overalls. I'm about attributes. I'm about attributes. Forget the overall number. Show me what your attributes are, and I'll understand you more as a player, if they're going to be effective or not. And here he is. Our new man. I know, I got this feeling like he can... maybe I'm just going off his real-life performances and that I've had him in fantasy and anytime goal scorer bets. But I don't know. I think he can be our man. And again, we'll change the number. I want to see how that deal is rated, though. F, get player value. Nah, fair enough. My estimations were a little bit off. But oh no, we lost... what, put that 5-6 million maybe. Well, the asking price was 1.2 million off that. Oh no, we lost the money there. The Glazers are gonna go broke for 1 million. Just over. Anyway, we're more happy about securing the man we wanted. And especially if he's gonna be banging in goals, I'll be interested to see that F. I'll just be saying get fired up. Get fired up because we're scoring goals. And with Toney Martial, I'm just hoping that deal does go through because that's going to free up number 9 and we give it to our new man. That's it. And don't worry about, Martial as the 5. He's going to leave. Like, I was hoping, like, maybe we could, get a couple combinations with Martial and Eriksson. Martial Eriksson. Doesn't that name sound familiar? Marshall Eriksson. Freaking How I Met Your Mother type stuff we could have had. But who knows what the rest of the transfer window is going to hold. Oh my god, FIFA. Play to the script. Play to the script and let him move on. Oh, get lost. So let's just pretend Toney is not here, because FIFA doesn't want to play with, like... Let it make sense. Unfortunately, you can't control that. It's annoying though. That always happens too much in FIFA. So I still call that a bug, because those transfer, like, the falling through, they happen too regularly, man. So yeah, my thing is, Toney, we're just gonna put... put Anthony. We'll try, hopefully get a late offer. Yeah, make sure he's listed. Delot should probably be a bit higher as well. But Ivan, maybe Ronaldo gets some rest days completely. We have to give our new signing a chance. But yeah, before anyone says Martial, even though we hope to get a late offer, but just give him a next 29. This is just simply a placeholder. Transfer. See, that offer... We weren't, maybe if his transfer list, I would like a feature request, offer player out. It's in Football Manager, just so clubs know we are trying to make him available. You know what I mean? Just offer him and see what teams are interested. Because sure, you can't say no club in the world that, of course, he'd be happy to go to as well, wouldn't want him. You know what I mean? Like, you should be able to make that happen. I'm very frustrated because we had the deal. We had it there. Don't tell me, like, they don't make FIFA, like, realize that, the user just signed a player to replace someone, and we're going to make it difficult by not letting that player leave. Don't tell me that's sneakily put in there to make it challenging. To keep the career mode more interesting. Nah, it just made me more frustrated, mate. So let's see. Come on. Toney's listed. Because this, means we keep him till January. This is almost annoying. This is... yes! Bayern Munich! Accept it! Forget Ajax. But it's not the time. It's not the time. That's a good offer you'd probably take next season. We don't have the time to replace De Gea now. So I'll see your comments, what you think about... See, I think De Gea could at least be here for one more season and hopefully not be dropping too much and maybe sell him for... but that's a good offer. There's just not enough time left. Oh, that's tough. That's a great offer. Probably the highest amount we'll ever get for in this career mode for Dave. But look at it. I just hope his value doesn't drop too much, so we can get maybe a similar offer him next season. It's just there's just not enough time, as I said, to ask you guys and all that. So yeah, Toney, that'll be more than the negotiation. And if he doesn't want to go to Bayern, that is sus. Like, I tell you what. So, oh my God, I almost want to accept that, but we don't have time. That offer is so good, and you guys might say the same. Part of me wants to leave this and see if we can accept it after the window, and then he leaves in January. At least you guys give me some feedback. Or you might still think he's good to keep or realistic to keep for at least one more season as we get a successor through, like that comment. But I'll leave that for now. Right now, I just want Martial to go. Yeah, go. Look, Chelsea signed this Enrique Araujo. I don't even know if he's good. I don't think I heard much of him before. Interesting. Come on. Oh, no, it's just a transfer. Oh, it's just a rumor. So interesting. Maybe someone to put on the radar, but I don't know if he's decent or not. Oh, that's deals. Toney's got, look, that's deal. That's gone. So in the end, that turns out to be better. Get in there. I'm also celebrating that in the end, we got a better deal. See you, Toney. Maybe you can be a bit happier now. I'm sure he would have got a decent contract at Bayern, right? Nah, he should be happy moving on. Oh, Ten Hag, he's like, thank frick. Yeah, thank frick. I love, again, it's the same pan to that guy every time. And he's got the same look. I didn't negotiate this, so I don't expect it to be an A rating. The only decent... Look, I just don't even want to talk about the comparison to the deal for Toney. That's more than his player value. The bigger difference than Toney, but we're talking about two Toneys at once. Madness. For me, that's an A. Because we almost... Yeah, they don't... I want to take into consideration the deadline day. There was only a few hours remaining. I think that's a bit better than a D. The way I see it, I rate it as an A because we would have kept someone who we probably weren't going to use. Think. And yeah, that gives us pretty good budget when we go into January. Okay, you'll probably say, no, it's just going to be withdrawn. Fair enough. Yeah, we wouldn't have had time for a replacement. I would not have we don't even have time to scout or let alone time to ask you guys. That's why probably this episode will just have a bit of a different vibe to it. More focused on the deadline day. A deadline day episode here. That's the most... what the hell? And Palestri. These are so random. Swap deal. Facundo Palestri. Jack Mutton. No, he's worse than him and a couple years older. No. And even a bigger no. Just... Oh, God, wait. That's a 2-year loan for Rashford to Ajax. No, I'm not considering that. What? Like, that's as random as you're gonna get. Why I haven't listed Rashford? Why are these offers coming in? I don't get it. He's a wanted man, clearly. By average clubs. Look, Rashford. I haven't accidentally listed him or anything. What is going on? What is going on? Yep, so Chelsea did sign the Portuguese striker in the end. It will be interesting to see. See, I like that. That's from my career mode mind. Like, you thought, oh, you want to play against, like, the current teams. But career mode, I feel not everyone, like, plays career mode the same way. Like, I've been playing career mode since I was younger. Like it was since, like, a FIFA or 06, 05, like... And those kind of obscure signings, even if they're not for your own, but in the same league, they're so interesting. I'm like, oh, who's this guy? I'm intrigued how he's going to develop. Is he going to be a player that's going to hurt us? You don't want that. But it's part of the interesting thing of career mode, that kind of fantasy element. And yeah, it gets you into the different world. And I guess that's why I play games, to get into that specific world and not in real life, if that makes sense at all and if anyone relates. But especially like youth players as well, like that great striker we have coming through. Doesn't exist in real life. He's so good, it gets you excited because that's where you're in the video game world. But anyway, does anyone else get that, or just 100% be realistic? So that is where we round up the transfer window. That was really intriguing. So as I said, guys, this episode is going to be a little bit different, and we are outside of the transfer window now. So we are going to... You're going to see how we do episodes. The episodes are going to be a bit shorter. I'm thinking we'll play 2 games and sometimes simulate a game in the episode. We might weigh up which is the easier game. So the plan will be to get through 3 games in an episode, and I'll try and get 2 episodes out a day at least, maybe 3 sometimes. I just want to grind hard and yeah, really get into the uploads, just so you guys really understand the schedule. But just a different one here today, a transfer window special. It's good to switch up an episode from what you guys are expecting. so you don't get bored as such. But if you want to see that episode out, as I said, to get two episodes out in the same day, let's get this episode to 100 likes, then I'll drop the next one. New signing, Ivan Toney, fitting to round up on him. And see, he's balanced. Really good jump. Look at this jumping. Really good penalty taker. I've been told... Where is the attribute? Messed up here. Composure. Composure's only 78, but I'm told it's a very important attribute for how you take penalties. So, yeah, he's got solid attributes. He's got power header, and then especially with his jumping, 89, that could be so good. Heading accuracy only 78, but I think just the ability to win those headers. And he's got a mix of strength and, okay, he's not pacey, but he's not slow. When you like that 81 sprint speed, that's okay. Good training as well. Yeah, I can see how he will be in game, and I'm definitely most excited to use him. And he's sitting at, it's not sitting, standing at 6'2". Yeah, he's a good height, and again, with a bit of strength, and yeah, definitely not a slow player. The build of him will be good. I can definitely, see how he would be in game. But we're going to leave it there. As I said, transfer window or deadline day special just to spice it up a little bit. Let me know what you think of our late moves. And as I said, 100 likes, we'll get the next episode out. And yeah, we'll get into some gameplay outside of the transfer window. We won't have another one until January. So we can focus on playing a lot of games. Hopefully you guys look forward to that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.